Buddy, Anime Night here. I am back with a new video, episode 32 of Figure Showcase Fridays. And we are 8 away from episode 40. Episode 40, that's another big one. Next episode 30, that episode 30 was a blast, despite what happened and everything. But I'm happy regardless how the episode turned out. And today's figure, I'm trying to be a little careful with this, is Sailor Uranus. Her real name is Harkua, but in some anime English adaptations, it's on Anos. Ano, I think that's her name. But anyway, she is quite different from. She appears as a Shaluit in Sailor R, like in the final one, but she makes a formal appearance in Sailor Moon S. She is, I'm gonna make this, and everybody's so confused. I'm gonna make this very clear. In the manga and anime, Sailor Uranus and Neptune are dating. I'm gonna keep that clear. They're not cousins or anything, or whatever the bullshit they threw out there in the censorship, or whatever Cartoon Network said back then. If you read the manga and everything, you would probably understand. But she is part of the Sailor soldiers, and they defend the galaxy from evil. She has superhuman strength and different abilities. Much faster than the other Sailor Guardians. However, she is both a Sailor Guardian and a Sailor Soldier. I know because of the same they're wearing the same outfits, just different ones, basically. Each one has a different transformation. But she also has the saber sword. And it's like a sword, basically. It's one of the talismans. There are 3 of them. She owns one, Pluto owns one, and Saturn owns one. The main 3. There are 3 of them. The sword is one of them. But she's protective, hot-headed, and likes to flirt with other girls. Looking at you, Usagi. But it's actually pretty funny. She teases them. But she is a race car driver, and despite the fact she's barely 16, despite the fact she's still in high school and can do that, is impressive. But a lot of people get confused about her look. I mean, yeah, she looks like if you count that, I mean, outside her sailor outfit, she completely looks like a boy, and I was confused at first, but I'm like, oh, wait a minute, it's a girl. It's just she has a tomboyish look. Not saying tomboys are bad, because I love the tomboy girls. Or girls who dress as tomboys. I have my thumbs up in support. Anyway, she is one of my favorites in the later series. She's like one of my other favorites. I have so many. I have so many favorites. It's really funny. But yes, she and Neptune are dating, and they're very wealthy, although they do mention they have very wealthy patrons, or patrons, I don't know how you say it, but overall, she is a really cool character, and I love her abilities, especially with the sword and everything. I do not know. I can't remember for the life of me if we ever see her transform. I can't remember. I haven't seen this. And keep in mind, as I stated in the other Sailor Moon ones, I've not seen the anime in forever. I've only recently begun rewatching it to see if I remember it as good as it was a kid, and I got through season 1. So yes, it is as good as I remembered. I'm ready for seasons 2, 3, and beyond. I am not sure about Crystal, though. I might give that a chance. I heard a lot of contradictions and everything, but I'm willing to look at it. I'm willing to watch and sit down. But overall, I love how she looks. I do wish, though, she came with, like, her sword and everything, but I will probably get a different variation of her pretty soon, once I'm all settled and everything. But overall, I love how she looks. I love... apparently, if you're wondering why this is taped, I accidentally, I was moving figures around at the time, and my, I think I jerked my hand a little bit, and I inadvertently hit something, and it hit, Uranus, and it fell to the floor and broke. I'm like, nah! I checked the figure, it was okay, but the stand is, well, as you can probably see, but it's still in great condition and everything. Nothing was broken on the figure. Everything was good. I was like, whew. But overall, though, if you're still collecting Sailor Moon figures, add this to your list. Have the whole set. Because there is Mercury, Venus, Moon, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Almost lost my memory there of the planets. That's horrible. But she also has, like, and her powers, she controls, since she's, like, the wind god, she was named after the wind god, which is the god of the wind, Uranus. She has powers over air and everything, which is phenomenally cool. And that's what brings more, she brings more to the table later on in the series, next to the very elusive Stellar Starlights. I have yet to get those ones. I will happily do an episode. If you guys want to see the Stellar Starlight episode of Figure Showcase Fridays, you got it. I will get the figures eventually. That's on my list still. And Queen Beryl, I am most likely going to get her. I just got to find where she's selling at and everything. But despite all of that, though, Sailor Uranus, well, amazingly well done character. I'm glad they went bold. I'm glad they went bold with the lesbian relationship. Not that I have any issues with it. I'm actually happy for it. I'm happy they actually went out there and did it. Like, look, we don't care. A lesbian couple? Hell yeah. So, I actually am quite happy with how it was executed and how it may have not been received as well like it is now, back then, because of how things were back then, but I openly accept it. Even back in the 90s, I would still have the same mindset. Be like, yep, I accept this. Anyway, guys, this is Anime Night 1992. I hope you all have a good night and enjoy your weekend going into the weekend. Be careful out there. And also, I'm thinking about, I'll probably do episode 30. I'm still going to do episode 33 next week. Because I'm in the process of, I guess it's safe to say, I'm in the process of moving, so I'm most likely going to pack up most of my characters. I mean, I already have some in boxes and everything, but everything else I've got to put in their actual boxes. So I'm going to try and do as many Figure Showcase episodes as I can between now and when we move, but unfortunately I might have to postpone a few episodes if it comes to that, so that way once I'm fully moved in I can resume it. This is just an announcement and everything of what's happening. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and comment. And I will, in episode 33, I will be doing another Sailor Guardian, because I love Sailor Moon. It's one of my all-time favorites. And I love doing these figures. Actually, I have enough to do almost all the figures. Almost all of them will get an episode. Anyway, guys,